You turn men back to dust, saying, return to dust, O sons of men. For 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has just gone by, or like a watch in the night. You sweep men away in the sleep of death. They are like the new grass of the morning. Though in the morning it springs up new, by evening it is dry and withered. We are consumed by your anger, and terrified by your indignation. You have set iniquities before our secret sins in the light of your presence. All our days pass away under your wrath. We finish our years with a moan. The length of our days is 70 years, or 80, if we have the strength. Yet their span is but trouble and sorrow, but they quickly pass, and we fly away. Who knows the power of your anger? For your wrath is as great as the fear that is due you. Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Relent, O Lord, how long will it be? Have compassion on your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your unfailing love, that we may sing for the joy and be glad all our days. Make us glad for as many days you have afflicted us, for as many years you have seen trouble. May your deed be shown to your servants, your splendor to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God rest upon us. Establish the work of the hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands.
പ്രിയ ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട സഹോദരി മക്കൾ കൊച്ചുമക്കൾ മറ്റ് ബന്ധുമിത്രാദികൾ, സഭാജനങ്ങൾ, സ്നേഹിതർ എല്ലാം കർത്താവായ യേശുവിന്റെ പ്രിയനാമത്തിൽ വന്ദനത്തെ അറിയിക്കുന്നു. 1987 ഞങ്ങളിവിടെ വരുമ്പോൾ ഈ കുടുംബത്തെ പരിചയപ്പെടുവാൻ ഇടയായിരുന്നു. ഒന്നിച്ച് ദൈവത്തെ ആരാധിക്കാനിടയായിരുന്നു. അതിനുശേഷം ചില വർഷങ്ങൾ ഈ കുടുംബത്തിൻ്റെ പാർഷായിട്ടിരിക്കാൻ APC സൗത്ത് ഫ്ലോറിഡയിൽ ഞാൻ പാർഷായിരുന്നപ്പോൾ ആയിരിക്കാൻ കർത്താവിടെയാക്കി. അങ്ങനെ കൂടുതൽ ഈ ഭവനവുമായിട്ട് എത്തുവാൻ, ഈ ഭവനവുമായിട്ട് സ്നേഹബന്ധത്തിലായിരിക്കുവാൻ കർത്താവിടെയാക്കി. അന്ന് മുതലേ പ്രിയച്ചാനെ എനിക്ക് നല്ലപോലെ അറിയാം. മിക്ക സമയങ്ങളിലും വിളിക്കുകയും വിശേഷങ്ങൾ അറിയുകയും ഒക്കെയും ചെയ്യും. അറിയുക മാത്രമല്ല, വിശേഷങ്ങൾ അറിയിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. നല്ല പല പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവരും ഇദ്ദേഹം മരിച്ചതിന് ശേഷം ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞു നല്ലൊരു മരണമായി. അധികം കിടന്ന് കഷ്ടപ്പെടുവാനിടയായില്ല, ആരെയും കഷ്ടപ്പെടുത്തുവാനിടയായില്ല. തൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ അനുഭവിക്കേണ്ട സന്തോഷം ലോകപ്രകാരങ്ങളെല്ലാം അനുഭവിച്ചു. തനിക്ക് സന്ദർശിക്കേണ്ട സ്ഥലങ്ങളൊക്കെ സന്ദർശിച്ചു. വിശേഷാൽ ദൈവത്തെ ഭയപ്പെടുന്ന, താൻ പിടിച്ച വിശ്വാസത്തിന് വേണ്ടി നിലനിൽക്കുന്ന മക്കളെയും മരുമക്കളെയും കൊച്ചുമക്കളെയും എല്ലാം പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവനെ കണ്ട് ഈ ലോകത്തിൽ നിന്ന് മാറ്റപ്പെടുവാൻ ഇടയാക്കുന്നതോ ഞാൻ ദൈവത്തെ സ്തുതിക്കുന്നു.
The life in your ears, that's what matters. Let me repeat that. It's not the years in your life, but the life in your ears. That's what matters. എൻ്റെ പേര് പറഞ്ഞില്ല. എനിക്ക് അല്പം തൊണ്ടയ്ക്ക് അസുഖമുണ്ട്. Besides, laryngitis, sabagamitis, whatever. I came to know Benji very closely after we retired and moved to Florida from New York. Since then, we have kept in touch practically on a daily basis. If for any reason I was not able to call him for a day or two, he would call me the next day and say, what happened? I haven't heard from you. I missed your voice. We shared a lot of things about gardening. He would ask my advice on certain things, and so would I. I gained a lot of insight about gardening from him, and also I gained a lot of plans from him. Benji was a loving husband, a dedicated father, a caring and affectionate grandfather. He was a man with a very good sense of humor. For example, he called me one day when he visited his son Jacob. He goes through the main gate. Then he would tell the lady, I have a clicker that I can go through the other gate. You know why I'm coming here? To see you. And the funny thing is, Annamma is sitting next to him, saying, അങ്ങോട്ടൊന്ന് പോന്നോ, കിന്നരിക്കാൻ കിട്ടിയ സമയം. Then he would say he has a lot of girlfriends. When he saw someone passing by, he would say, honey, this is my number. Do you want to give me yours? I asked him what they won't they get offended? He would say no. That's why I give them theirs, mine first. So he had a very sort of crude sense of humor. He was a firm believer. He was a man of prayer. During his life, he wore a number of different hats. and I don't think anyone can fill his shoes. The church he went to has surely become poorer by
In the precious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My name is Stanley Samuel. My dad, Pastor C.D. Sam, who went to be with the Lord, and Benjamin Jan, they were cousins, first cousins, and I was a nephew to him. I came to know, I've heard about Benjamin Chan when I was 12, 13 years old, when my dad was serving as a pastor in Pune. We used to talk about Benjamin Chan, and after he came to the States, I came to know him personally, and Benjamin Chan is the one who did a lot of things related to my school admissions and everything, and that's how I came to know Benjamin Chan. And the more I came to know him, the more you like him. You know, even though I didn't get too much time to spend with him, but the times that we had was precious. He was a man, every time we used to get together, he loved jokes. He used to, say so many jokes. We'll tell jokes when we had get together. My brother-in-law and our families will joke. We'll say so many jokes, and then he'll start coughing. And by that time, we knew we had to stop because he'd start coughing. And I remember those times. And I remember one joke that my dad always used to say. They were buddies when they were young, when they were very young. And they used to sit together to study. And my dad always used to say this. And they were in Kerala when they were young boys. They had a homework to do. They'll sit together and they'll study. And they came through a word called vegetable. And my dad, they don't know English or anything, and he was not good at that. And so they were like, what is this vegetable? And finally Benjamin Chan said, vegetable, I know what table is, vegetable. Table is mesha. My dad and someone said it's a mesha. And then finally, what is vegetable? And Benjamin Chan finally said, oh yeah, I know, it's vata mesha. That's what they said that time. And they had so many jokes like that. And we will miss Benjamin Chan. It was a shock when I heard when he was in Dallas this happened. Benjamin Chan said he programmed his GPS many years ago, and he finally reached his destination. And I bet he heard the voice, you have reached your destination, you arrived home. God does everything beautiful in His time. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. He does everything beautiful. And I would like to say one thing, when we talk about they went to heaven and they came back and they describe heaven. It's such a beautiful place. You don't want to come back. And that's when, I remember the Apostle Paul, when he went to third heaven, it was so beautiful, he tasted it. And that's why there's a verse in the Bible that says, for me to live is Christ and to die is gain. That's what Paul said, and that's how heaven is. And I know he's in a beautiful place now. So I would like to extend our condolences from our family to Jacob and family, Medichechi and family, Susan and family, and all the relatives, especially also our church, Dallas Pentecostal Church, and also from our pastor, Pastor Thomas Mikoshi. I'd like to say just, may the peace that passes all human understanding, that surpasses everything, above rules, above powers, everything, guide you and strengthen you in this time of sorrow. God bless you, love you, and we'll be praying for you.